Homegrown Music is a production of the North Carolina Channel. Major funding is provided by Duke Energy.
I know what I want from my energy company. I want to know that my power is always on and that my energy is cleaner, safer, and affordable. That's why, as a Duke Energy lineman, I'm working hard to make that possible. I feel honored to serve our community. It's a good feeling knowing that I'm helping to build a smarter, reliable energy future for all of us, for my family and for yours.
You know, it goes all the way back to 2005. You know, we'd all been in previous music projects together, and freshman year in college, no, sophomore year in college, I was like, you know, let's start a new band, let's do a new project.
We started in Asheville. It was me and Ricky and then two other guys, Matt Coxey and Brandon Coffey. And the four of us were kind of the core of the band.
And then I knew Andrew from playing at church back in the day, and he's a phenomenal pianist, so I had to have him on board. And then Coffey was a great drummer that we knew from marching bands and our band days back in high school.
I was first introduced to Betting for Benson my freshman year at Appalachian State University. This was, I guess, 2007, and Ricky, the long-haired version of him, came up to me. We were both part of the choir at St. Elizabeth's. He was the choir director up there. So I started playing music with him at that point. He hands me this EP, and it's white, and it just, in black letters, says 2007. I'm like, oh, this is cool. And I listen to music. I'm like, oh, I like this music. And I was never good with questions. And so Ricky and I became friends over the course of me being in college. He stayed in Boone for a little while and continued to be the music director for the church up there. And I continued to play music with him for a while. And became friends with the other members of the band as it kind of came about.
I know all these guys that I had in my head. I was like, you know, this would be a good sound. So I contacted him, called Coxey up. He's my best friend, and he's in Nashville. I was like, Coxey, I want you to play bass. He goes, well, I don't know how to play bass. I was like, that's okay, you'll learn.
I was able to be a fan of the band and then eventually work my way and weasel my way into playing with them. And by that, I basically was just told a while ago, hey, Kyle, you play guitar, you're in the band now. Okay, great. But that meant I had to buy an electric guitar and do all this other kind of fun stuff. So it was really a big investment for me to be in this band, but I appreciate it. Hear your heart, don't move too fast.
After college, we all ended up settling in different areas, and so we were completely spread out for a long time. And we did a lot of collaborating. We kind of stayed in touch. We kept writing music here and there. We played small gigs here and there when we could fit it in, and just generally tried to keep the music going in some form.
2016, my wife and I moved to the Raleigh area, and Andrew and I were like, you know, let's kick it back up.
We decided to start the band back up again and get some more local guys to play.
Here's where I can sound like the old man. So I've known Kyle's father for a very long time and had played music with him in different capacities for many years. And Andrew joined our music ministry at church, and that's where I met those guys.
My brother's fiance is Andrew's sister, so that's how I got kind of linked up with them. And my brother called me up one day and said, hey, Kiki's brother is, they're looking for a bass player for their band. They're playing this show in a few weeks. Can you do that? And I was like, I'm not a bass player, but sure, I'll do that. So yeah, it's been fun though, so I'm glad that I did.
And so here we are trying to do shows, writing some new music again, wanting to keep it going.